Well, hello, everybody. Happy 4th of July. It is episode 374.
Happy Independence Day.
So, basically, yeah, we'll see what we'll do tonight. I don't know. And you're saying we're playing maybe D&D next week, right?
Yeah.
That's the goal? Okay.
We can play next week, and then the week after I'm in person.
Oh, okay. I'm going to Bay Beach, so I just sounds like I'm staying with Scott and Jennifer again, and so I said, yeah, they might see if they can see if Kevin. I know it's Jacob's birthday is next weekend, so he won't be at the show, but Ken was saying maybe, Scott was saying maybe he'll see if Kevin wants to come over Friday night or something. We might be playing D&D by then, but maybe you'll have some people behind me, cheering on Prontero in person. That'd be kind of cool.
There you go.
But no, I figured, we talk about some topics because obviously it's come up a couple times. Obviously, first off would be the fact that the video dropped for Brickworld Chicago. And for people who have not watched it yet, it is missing half of the hall. They somehow lost half of the video, which would be on your side of the hall over there by the Marvel stuff.
Whose channel are you talking about?
Beyond the Bricks video dropped for Brickworld Chicago. So pretty cool. Definitely good video. It does kind of suck that sadly half the video somehow got erased or something. So
no way.
Yeah, that's what it says right at the beginning. It says we're leaving the chat open so that you guys can yell at us, whatever. I mean, I did leave a nice comment, but I kind of hinted at more or less because it showed my castle and all that, and it showed the rainbow portal. I said, well, the thing is there was also because the guy mentioned the person was walking with him and said, oh yeah, those rainbow portals we'd seen elsewhere. I said, yeah, and so in the comment I wrote, yes, it was at the Vidnet Castle up front by Matt Turner. It was at the Fallout collab. It was at the villains, the Marvel villain city, and then it was at Pink City. So I did hint at where the other portals were at, so that people, if you in case those people come on again, the show or whatever, they can be like, yeah, if you've got pictures or video, definitely, it was interesting because they did mention he's like, oh yeah, because I think they hit the train first and then they kind of came back later. And Josh was like, well, we'll get back to where these portals, I think they're coming from a castle somewhere, but we'll get back to that. And then when they came over, they're like, oh yeah, and and here's the castle. This is where they're streaming out of, and it's like, oh yeah, we saw portals elsewhere in the hall. Like, wow, they get around, don't they? And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that was the goal. That's the goal. Kind of, if they're talking about it, it kind of, that was the goal is to get people thinking like, hey, this is a way to do it kind of on site, and so I actually fixed one of my other ones, but here they are, nice rainbow portals. Jesse built one himself. I'm almost thinking I might be missing one.
The museum.
I think my count is off for some reason. I fixed one I didn't use. It almost seems like I'm missing one because I thought I should have had 10. I think I thought I had 9, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to count again and see. But Denmark is here. Rob Claxton is here. Jeff Snavely is here. Yeah, portals are pretty easy. I did kind of take some pictures. I need to probably do a video, but it's pretty much 4x8. 4x8 in 7 colors: lavender, purple, dark purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. But yeah, so it's kind of cool with hinges. I put hinges at the blue. I mean, if you could find hinges for in green, which is the absolute middle section, that probably would work too. But pretty cool. So, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool idea.
That was fun.
Stuart is here. Brick Arvich, who helped. I think he might have been the organizer behind the Fallout collab over there for Stuart, the big.
Hey.
So yes, that was a pretty cool thing. I mean, now the question I would have is, hopefully some of the in-depth videos from that side of the hall are still somewhere. Hopefully those are still saved, like the in-depth ones where they talk to people. Hopefully those are still somewhere. Hopefully, because then that would still hit some of the bigger collabs like Fallout and yours and stuff. Did you guys get interviewed at all?
apparently they were with Mel, and he said they'll come back around when Jesse's around, and it's like, oh, okay. When I heard that, I was like trying to stick around. When I saw them close by, they were looking at who they were talking to. They might have been talking to, I forget who, but like they were like one row away, and I was like, okay, well, we should stick around because we're both here, but
yeah,
didn't happen. Yeah, whenever they're there, like you'd be like, yeah, I can talk to you right now. Don't worry about other people. Like, let's do it now.
Yeah, that's kind of the key, especially if it's a collab. Pretty much anybody.
We did it once with them that way, but they scheduled it like, okay, how about at the end of the show, the last hour of Sunday, and that was the Doctor Strange thing. So all of us were there for that one interview, and that's the icon I use on my little thing is to the Beyond the Brick microphone.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's true too. I mean, but you're right. I mean, to me, it's one of those things where, for me, I mean, the collabs we've done, I don't think we've ever been interviewed as the collab. I've only ever been interviewed for the castles. Any of the collabs I've done, and in the end, it's one of those things where, I mean, hopefully going forward, any of my collaborators will be able to talk enough about whatever's going on that it shouldn't matter if we're all there. Even though it's nice to have everybody there, but it's not for what we're doing.
You really only need one good, leader or 2 or 3 people that, you don't want to pass the mic to somebody. We were fortunate to do that with them, like the 4 of us, I think it was. And then Alicia did some work also, or I don't know if it was 4 or 5 of us, but Johnny G, you want to highlight that comment? Am I going to do an Elves Hall? Should I do a Hall video? I guess I didn't specifically focus on the Elves Hall. I do have the largest set behind me that Reed hooked me up with some deals. And
willing to part with, yes.
I got enough time. There's really cool parts in here with the hood and the cloak and the evil witch and stuff. So I should do a haul, huh? I was thinking after they're all built, I might show them all because I'm gonna try to build them all.
Didn't you show them the show, Jesse? I'm pretty sure you did show what you bought off Reed after the show because I saw a table with elves on it. So maybe Johnny G needs to look harder.
I have to go back through some episodes.
It's it's a girthy stack of Peter elves. That's Johnny. As the bros. But real quick, I have been working on Harry Potter. Built this Chamber of Secrets with the snake. Off camera.
Oh man, we're gonna have to face that snake in D&D. Oh man.
And then I took the Chamber of Secrets because one of the players in my D&D campaign is the snake guy, and I built him his own sanctuary because we're gonna build like their Temple of Restful Lily. So I redid the big stone face in a 16 by 16 modular, and I want to get some more of these snake statues. But in that campaign, they're going to build their own house, basically their own stronghold, and whatever is allowed, I want them to represent it in Lego in a 16 by 16 room. And this guy is more not Lego guy, actually. He's at the train model railroader guy, but so I did that today. It's after I built the set, so there you see the well, you don't see it there, but I took
that was part of the set. That was part of the set, basically.
Yeah, basically, like
one of the dungeon rooms or something down below.
Yeah, it's like the last page here. I already took it apart.
Oh, okay.
Face.
Oh, okay.
So they had the face in the front on this set, and then the snakes off to the side. So I rebuilt it into the room, like it kind of appears in the movie, with the face in the back of the room, and then the snake. I want a whole row of snakes though, so I want to at least get 2 more. So I rebuilt that face into the back of this little cube, and it's stackable. Just like these little modules. I might work on this too. This door is pretty cool. I want that to be like the door to this room.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
So I'm rebuilding. I built the set, and then I'm rebuilding it into a D&D stronghold.
Nice. Well, for people who don't go to Chicago, we did this year only have 4 entrants in the boat race. This is actually one of my early paddles for my first boat I ever built for Chicago. This I built in 2013. This was the blacksmith shop, the small like $12 or $14 set. These were in that shop for the paddle wheel, and I just ran like an axle through it and actually hooked it to the RC car from back in those days. And it worked pretty good. The boat was pretty neat. I tested it in the pond at the mall, and it worked pretty good. But I had the yellow raft, off some beams off of the boat to support it. But when I got to Chicago and the pool, I was like, I probably can go without them. So during the boat race, right before the boat race started, I took them off, and all my boat would do would be just donuts, just donuts in the pool. So it's pretty bad, but. Yeah, just because it'd be nice to get more entrants in the boat races in future years. Basically the key behind it is building, good setups. One hole is never enough. This was my one from last year. So this one actually had a unique setup that actually had, and actually I think I've actually since taken it apart. It actually had a weapon thing on it, I think, at one point, but I think I took that apart. So basically the best motors are obviously the XL motors, the big XLs, power function. And then you obviously you'd want your electronics to be up and away. Or if you make it wide enough, like the boats this year were so wide that their electronics were in the center and their paddles were on the outside, that a lot of stuff didn't get wet. But the key behind it is making sure you duct tape. Make sure you duct tape your boat holes so they don't separate. Because here's one. Here's one that actually they come apart. So if you don't tape them, that's a lot of water in there to kind of help sink your boat. So if you want to tape them, electrical tape works too. This is one of the more popular holes. These are the new holes in one of the new boats that's out there.
Man, your shirt is orange in the other camera.
I know, he's got a clone, doesn't he, Jesse?
I'm like, is that the same guy? What's going on here?
No, that's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
It's really.
Well, the other thing too is I'm in Firefox tonight because I can't use OBS in the current update of Chrome. And if I'd upgraded Firefox, I wouldn't be able to either because they've got some problems with the virtual cameras or something.
I was wondering when you showed that orange chair. I'm like, wow, I don't think I've ever seen an orange chair before on that boat paddle. But it's red. You should show it in both cameras. That's funny. Yeah, that orange chair. And now show it in the other camera. What the heck?
Hey, but the chair looks purple there.
Yeah, I like the purple. Purple and orange.
I was for my purple shirt. This is my purple shirt camera. You should take that off. So, but like I was working on another short design too. I probably don't even need both cameras tonight. Let's see. Let's do this. Which one is this? Let's do this. There we go. How's that? Does that look better now, guys?
Yeah.
Probably need some light though. Yeah. So, but basically the key is you almost need two things. I think most of the boats that won this year were actually like this. They actually had them like this. These boats are nicer because they've actually got the Technic, easier to attach to. They're actually like, actually the round tech. So it's easier than this. which you actually need like the Technic bricks to attach to. So and this was a small boat, but as I realized, I mean, with my electronics and stuff, I actually need this to be like almost like, this far apart or something. So yeah, I mean, the future goal is to use this big daddy here, this one that I got from Hinkle back in the day, the big blue boat hull, and then use it with a massive paddle wheel. And then this would be like my battle boat. So it would be the one that I would use for battle boats. I just got to figure out, probably would still, generally you still need a pontoon on your outer edge out here still too, just to keep your paddles working, because the axles will, otherwise your stuff will fall into the water. So you usually need an extra hull anyways, regardless. That's the thing. One thing I noticed early on is with boats, if the heavier the paddle, it'll bend into the water, and you just get a really weird effect with that way. Put it this way, the way I store it is also a bad thing. I actually tweaked my axles. Yeah, they don't look too bad now, but they did. They actually they were. I think I bent them back a little bit, but they actually got bent a little bit because they were like in the motors stored, and they kind of got bent. But yeah. Because that's the goal is to get more people involved in the boat races. We usually have like a dozen or so people, and only 4 this year was kind of interesting. I did see the one guy used electrical tape on his battery boxes and such, kind of seal them. I think that's welcome. I think they're talking about letting people use the aftermarket motors and stuff. I know people are saying that you got to be careful because some of them do overheat pretty quickly. But I mean, definitely the old S bricks. The old S brick was good because it was like it's a battery. The battery box was separate. I think on the new bricks, they're actually incorporating the battery and the controller together, which now means all your electronics are in one box. You definitely need to keep that away from stuff. And as you can see, this is kind of what happens. Kind of happens when it gets in the wet in the pool. Oh, maybe if it'll focus. It's kind of got a little bit of a rust in there. A little rust on the inside of that. Still works because I pulled this out of my power function train that I took to Chicago. But yeah, hopefully we'll get more people going into the boats and stuff. I need to kind of work on some stuff for next year and see what I got. With this one I actually enclosed my electronics in the center there, but as long as it didn't get in there, it's okay. Looks like that clear got a little scratched up. Just kind of threw it in there. Threw it in my my bin of boat parts, and the clear got a little scratched up. Yeah, fun stuff. I mean, I do kind of like this paddle though. This one's kind of neat. Using the Friends circus type panels, and then the quarter round Technic. These guys, which I think we must have had in one of those Lego programs many years ago. Because I don't know, I don't usually order a lot of Technic, but old blog members are always like, "Oh, you got to get Technic. It's such a good deal. I gotta get it. You gotta get it. You need Technic. You need it. You need it for boats. You need it for all the good stuff we do." I am building a new mech, though. Not mine. Something I found online. I'm still hobbling from Chicago. Where is it? I don't know. The doctor thinks I have arthritis in my foot. I was like, I don't know how that happens after only 5 days, but actually, I wonder if I got the paper, but maybe a picture would be better. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I had it. What do I do with it? Probably I got too many pictures everywhere. This is what I'm going to build here. This one, these mechs, these are from somebody I found on Flickr. So model, kind of after that really crazy polybag one they released. Somebody renovated it, made it much bigger. So the only difference is it won't have white hands and fingers and toes. It'll have trans blue because I have lots of those from the Dimensions kit. I had a bunch of them.
So Ice Bear Mech?
Yeah, Ice Bear Mech. Yeah, I found it out on Flickr at one point. I have to hunt through my emails and stuff, and I think the person sent me the instructions. I got to figure out where those are at. But yeah, I found that a while back, and I just recently was like, no, I should try and get some of those parts, and so some of it could come from my own, from like one of our old collabs that we did for Whistler. So some might come from that. So we'll see. Other than that, just kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to build for the next chapter of the Heroes of Fur and Feather.
Yeah. Yeah, I did mine over there, and
look at that. I'm importing a Chrome into a Firefox. I love it. So yeah, this is the new chapter, Monster Mayhem. So I think, wasn't. So yeah, so pretty cool. So HSC. So yeah.
They want you to do a weapon, a companion or pet, and a monster. That's the challenge this week.
Yeah, choose one of the following and depict it with a hero from your previous challenge as a level up. A new weapon or gear to battle or outsmart the critters. A new ally or pet to fight by your side. A monstrous foe. What do you fight? Pick one or more. Pick one or more of the following prompts. Okay.
At least one of those things. I did all three because it just made sense. More points.
Oh, is that how we're supposed to be doing it?
I mean, I don't know. I would judge more points if you did all three things.
Well, I know the earlier one said just use like a handful of parts, and that's why my first one was kind of. Well, actually, the first one was probably less.
A lot of the examples where we're scrolling up there, they don't really have a base plate. There's just like here's some adventurer, and here's a couple of monsters, and they kind of
some were more in depth than others.
They lay out some trees and some plants and stuff, but they don't really have it on a base plate. It's just an interesting way to photo Lego. I am pretty traditional. I've got my base plate here. If you wanna look at this craziness. I've got all the lavender trees and plants, and then they're harvesting cockatrice eggs in chrome buckets. Oh yeah.
Yep. No, I have not. I haven't started mine yet. I gotta work on it. When's it due?
And I gave the companion a maple with a fighter torso and a chromed out weapon. So that was it. I was like, here's the weapon, here's the companion, here's the monsters. All these cockatrices are guarding their eggs that are being harvested, and there's the story. And I gave him a lantern of revealing for kind of from the minerals that he was harvesting. So there is my week 2 Heroes of Fur and Feather. And there's Fur and Feather.
When is it supposed to be done at the end of this next week, or?
Right, it starts on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then ends on Tuesday so that they could announce a winner on every Wednesday is a new challenge and a new announcement.
Oh, okay. So I'll have to build it early in the week before I have my show next weekend. So.
Yeah, with the holiday, I thought it was a good idea to just get it done today. And
I didn't do much today.
I did that. I built the Harry Potter thing. I built the Sanctuary thing. I did the Heroes thing. And then I started to watch Sandman. Hey, Brett, I don't know if you watch Netflix, The Sandman. Neil Gaiman.
I'll have to look it up, Jesse. I don't
The Sandman
Netflix, but I'll have a look.
Is independent comic book content where Neil Gaiman was really delving into the dream world. The Sandman is the king of dreams.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dark and edgy. And season 2 just dropped today.
I need something new to watch, so I appreciate that, Jesse.
Sandman, yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It's edgy and cool and different, I would say. Very different.
Well, I've got lots of white parts, so maybe I'll build something white. I did kind of white the first challenge, and the second challenge I went into the land of green. Well, now I'll go back into the land of snow. Well, actually, might use something I kind of used at Chicago, perhaps. Might use something as a way to outsmart bad guys. That is multicolored, perhaps.
Can't find my inverted slopes.
No, not the inverted slopes.
I got the 2x2s together, but I want a 1x2 inverted curved slope.
I think I have a white base plate to build on, so I'll have to build on tan.
I guess I don't need it, but it would lock it in really well. Shoot. Looking for that. Can't quite get the heat correct in the house here.
Uh-oh.
It's hot outside, and then you turn the air conditioning on, and it's too hot, too cold. And get the temperature. And then I'm in the basement, so it's even colder usually. And
Oh, you're down in the basement, huh?
Did you watch that 28 Days Later when it came out, Jesse?
I watched the first one
Right.
years
Well,
ago.
I've watched the new one, so I would recommend going back and getting through them, and then obviously by the time you probably watch the other ones, the new one will be on one of the stream services.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, it's probably cool for you because it's the guys in the UK somewhere, right? Waking up, it's more.
Yeah, Danny Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Cool.
really well done. I haven't seen. I think I've seen one of the early ones, but yeah, I watched this one and I still totally got it. And it was enjoyable.
All right.
I know. Is it Empire magazine? I think it's Empire. Have got a press release for the new Tron movie.
Mm.
And apparently, if you buy the magazine, the cover lights up because it's got one of the light cycles on the front.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Tron.
And I've also seen on Apple TV that they're pressing along with Neuromancer, which is supposed to be the cyberpunk but in a movie.
It's another one I'll have to get familiar with, but Tron, yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of that recently. Somewhere.
We got some good movies coming out towards the end of the year.
Summer blockbusters. Yep. Every week this month is Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four. Something hot every week, I think.
Let's see. Find some parts. Parts in the emergency kit. I have to be clear. That's fine. Everybody loves clear, so that's not a problem. Right, Brett?
What's that?
Everybody loves clear.
Like Piles read.
Hail Mary, yeah. They clipped you a movie night before? That's cool.
Oh, sorry. I looked up right as things started to happen.
What movie watch parties? I haven't really done that too much. Privately, I guess, but not like online. I'm gonna put this.
I've been watching someone play a remake of Oblivion, Jesse, and I tell you what, for the D&D side of it, Oblivion is as close as you're gonna get to D&D in a video game. Like Sword and Shield, you know, barbarian, you can have bow and arrow, you know, there's a lot of demons. And I just think, yeah, for PC players, that's a must if you're that way inclined. I mean, again, Skyrim was the predecessor, which, again, that was a big hit. But Oblivion is back to the basics. You know, you go into shops and you haggle, you know, you build potions. You can literally, upgrade armor. You'll be there for a long time if you start playing the game. It's one of them games. Commandeer castles, fight witches and ghosts and all sorts of stuff.
Nice, yeah. I remember Skyrim for sure. I don't think I played Oblivion so much, but
yeah. Oblivion was like that was like early 2000s, I think. That came out. It was like PS3 sort of days, PS2, PS3.
Yeah.
But again, hell of a game. Very relevant in today's what we all do with castles and dragons and dungeons and things. Definitely relevant. What we got to do, Jesse, is all go around Reed's house because we know he's got a good computer, so we can play it around his house.
Yeah.
A good what?
Yeah. Well, you know.
That's what you believe, sir.
Listen, you can do magic voodoo. We see you with an orange shirt on earlier. Remember that?
Hey, you're the only one who's seen it. Nobody else has. We're good. Nobody else will believe you. They might put you in a psych ward, so be careful. You know.
I've actually got the set Jesse's building in my layout. I bought it off of eBay. Not the Harry Potter one, the elves one.
Oh, the elves one.
Yeah.
I haven't cracked that open yet. I'm like, I'm still savoring it.
Yeah, no, I like the egg.
You want it to ferment. The longer it ferments, the more anticipated it'll be to build it.
You probably got so many sealed sets that you could open that would really upset a lot of people. What city sets have you got sealed?
So city sets? Oh.
Yeah, I bet you got plenty of
that crazy theme. Yeah, I probably got a lot of those. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. For some reason, I have a bunch of those.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Cliff?
I had a friend once that wanted to do a city, yes.
There it is.
Mm.
We speak of Cliff, and Cliff arrives.
Mm.
Maybe you should build a city, Reed.
Build a city, you say.
Yeah. Can't do clear forever. Lego will run out one day.
You lie. No, it's not going to work. That was a good idea, Reed. Ain't going to work. It was a good idea. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. At least not with those parts, anyways. Oh, let's see here. What do we got here? These might work. Let's see. Can I do this with these? Got to keep going to clear because clear's got the best options. Unfortunately,
All right.
It's just the way it is. Unfortunately.
Rebuilt this door, flattened the backside off, and then I'm gonna mount it on the backside of a room so it can butt up to the other one and as the secret door, snake door into the sanctuary.
Nice. Let's see here. Let's try some.
Happy 4th, Cliff.
What? It's the 4th of July. What? Really?
It was nice having a day off. I was pretty busy this week.
Oh, my foot is still so damn sore. I had to get up out of bed and I had practically fall out anyway. So, didn't do much. Have kind of had it on. I got a heater at the bottom of my foot. Massage thing. I've kind of been putting it on today a little bit, but it just sucks. Sucks. All I do is buy a nice pair of shoes before Chicago. I wouldn't be in this predicament, but. This way, maybe. This way. Let's try this way. Just gotta figure out how to hinge it. Figure out how to hinge it.
The other room this character wanted to build is an armory. So my goal is to make this room an armory with the back door in the back. I think it'll be pretty cool.
An armory, you say?
Yeah. So we'll hold a bunch of weapons and armor.
I did spend some time today trying to clean some of the photos off of my phone, though. Let's do a little bit of that. I tend to have too much on my phone. Let's see, can I make this?
Kind of a gap here. I wonder if I should put
Pull this up. This. This.
Reed's in build mode, I'm in build mode, and then we're gonna get real quiet here.
Yeah.
We could do
Yes. Build mode.
build mode. There it is.
Build
Yeah, I can't point my camera quite that far down.
Hmm?
I can't quite point my camera that far down, but
Oh, I have the Logitech. I got one like on a tripod and then one that's kind of on the monitor. I switched out my TV. I just have the double monitors now. I got rid of that. The TV's sitting over on the floor, the one I used to use. Doesn't look quite as good for playing World of Warships, what I played earlier today. The TV was so much better for like big, huge images of ships blowing up stuff, but the monitor suffices. It's just not quite as good. Figure out if I can do. Shoot, these won't work. Those will not work. Well, actually, let's do this. I can do this. Ooh, I can do that. That might work. Let's see here. Ooh, that's.
Pictures of Brick Rodeo.
Yeah, I did see some of those. That's where Mel's at, right?
Yeah, Mel was hanging out with Haley Bricks.
Yep, I saw that.
That's a show I have not been to yet.
Me neither. It falls on a weekend I just can't break away for. That's why even like the show next weekend had some of the weeks, July 4th would fall like at the beginning of the week, and that show would be at the end of the weekend. Like I couldn't go because I would have to work that week. Now this week, the boss said we're not making up for Friday, so we just had it off. And so, but some weeks we'll try to fill it with stuff. Okay, so let's see, that won't work. That might work. See, this is gonna hold on the wrong way. Question is, how do I make this work? And make it truly look like the plant could devour something. It's a little arctic-y, but use the candlestick and some clear angle posts. Just need to see if I can get a little bit. Now they're apart.
Yeah. Is this what I was looking for? No. Might be able to use it though. Not a curved slope, but an inverted. Whoa. Yeah. What was I gonna lock down? This thing. I'll just lock it down. I should almost. Yeah.
So much fun. Well, and I was playing, trying to add the hats for tonight too. That was fun. I'm not a big graphic guy. Played a little bit.
What's that?
Oh, I was playing to try to add those hats for everybody. Or not for everybody, but the ones on the top that have heads free and the big logo, I was able to attach a few hats to people. Nice red, white, and blue striped hats.
Oh, red, white, and blue. Okay.
Yeah, some nice cowboy hats. Yeah. Ironically, I didn't even think about it at the time, but yes, with Brick Rodeo, they kind of worked good with that too. But
Yeah.
I don't think that was really the goal. Other than the fact that it's like, oh, I want something red, white, and blue, and it's like thinking, oh, a nice cowboy hat would look kind of cool. So what did I do there? Did I do? Oh, that's right. I did this. I did this.
There, that's a little better. Let's see. What else can I do? This is the piece.
Nope. Fun. It's a fun Friday, folks. And I too am in a basement and will only hear the thuds, but won't hear anything else. I hear periodic shells going off, but that's. I'm too sore right now. I think my mom even said, "Well, can we walk somewhere?" I'm like, I think we'd get halfway there and we'd both be out of commission. I'd be like, no, don't think that's a good idea. She's got a knee issue, and I definitely have a foot issue. So
We're from walking and we're supposed to go for a walk again.
yeah, no, well. I bought new shoes just a couple days ago, and then I had a full pad in there. That didn't seem like it was helping. I did put a heel in yesterday. That kind of helped. Picked up one of these things when I was buying my shoes. Bought a little roller thing. Almost looks like a dog toy, but it's got the nubs on it, so I roll that a little bit. Plus, I have I don't know if you guys will hear it, but I have a little foot massager down here that's got heat on it too that I can. But I always thought cold was going to be good for my heel, but actually it felt better with heat than it did with cold. And I've been icing it the last couple of weeks going, maybe I was making it worse on myself just by not being very smart. The real funny thing is, Jesse, we actually have that people thing now, so we could actually, if someone's making too much noise with Brick, I can actually take the mic and crank it down.
What?
Yeah.
There's a sound thing.
Yeah, if you click on the people thing, if you look at the people
thing, oh yeah, look at that audio.
If you take, if you
loud,
no, I played with yours. I can actually take the auto and just kind of.
Okay.
Like if Larry's making too much noise, you just crank down his mic. You don't even have to really mute him. You can just kind of crank down the audio, and then just hopefully we remember to go back and turn it up later when he's actually talking. But yeah, you could actually do that. If somebody's kind of making too much noise and shit like that, we'll just quiet them down. I almost need tweezers for this project here. Or I got to put it on later on. Oh, they just were talking about that when I started up the stream. I was like, oh, audio. Okay.
That's a weird color. Lego. Too dark.
It's still not the mute all button I keep asking for, but hey, I got to start somewhere, I guess. Let's see. What else do we got?
All right. There's the back wall.
a back wall. Nice.
Bricked it in.
How smoothly does that door open up? Is that nice?
It's on droid arms on a rod, so
Nice.
it's pretty good. So yeah, and put that in front of this room, and then you open the door, and this is inside.
Remind me not to go to that room.
It's the home base for our players.
For what?
So if you're friendly to Geralt and Fenris and Roxy, the Unlikely, their party name is called the Unlikely. Yeah, that'll work. Kind of doing this, like I said, for one of the guys that's not really, I mean, he's a little into Lego, but armory. So, I like the idea of the vault door. Vault inside the vault.
Come on. Does that say you could fall apart? Ouch.
Might be play your music in the background stream.
Thinking, huh?
If Kevin's not going to show up, and
Well, let's see here.
I'm not much of a talker, especially when I'm mocking.
I can talk, but I'm coughing in between. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you got any comments, I mean, I'd pull up Legos, talk Lego new releases or something, but everybody else does that.
Yeah.
I should get, let's see, so
Yeah, I mean the next thing I'll be trying to figure out is what do I change on Hope Castle.
yeah.
We're going into a height thing next year, so the question is, I'm thinking about maybe along with that order for those mech things. I also, part of the reason I did it was I actually was ordering 2 or 3 more of those clear 16 by 16 base plates. So.
well, maybe get yourself some panels. Read, just saying.
The disco might be going higher. Might have multiple floors of power. Oh, back from FanX Denver. Oh, that's right. That's going on this weekend too. That's right. I never got to that show when I was in Denver because I always worked at the Lego store on the July 4th. I think I got stuck working there a lot. So.
Somebody knew Chessie from the critical fail on your cursed Lego dice. Nice.
That's how we like when he rolls like that.
Yeah.
It's easier to beat characters like the Boogeyman when he rolls really bad. When he rolls really good, it's hard to beat those big characters. But He'll also roll good. He'll also roll good when we don't want him to roll good, and then it's like, no. But the goal is not to roll critical fails yourself, and then you don't have those problems either. Yeah.
Need some armory inspiration.
Armory inspiration.
Lego armory.
I got one in the upper floors of Hope Castle up there somewhere too, with a lot of weapons around the edges. Make it hard to see in sometimes.
Just spells holding swords and suits of armor, and so I guess the walls could be lined with a bunch of clips to hold
Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah, I was kind of happy they came with those clear plates with clip too. That actually kind of made it nice because I actually could hide the mount for the weapon sometimes too. Or headlight bricks on the ground for staffs and stuff. You can kind of, that's what I do with my stuff.
mix in some brown.
Yeah, that blacksmith shop, the old one, the little one had a little of a weapons rack too, I think.
Yeah. Weapons rack. It'd be nice if it's removable to put it on a couple of jumpers. Clips, yeah. Helmet holders.
Have it. It was called something else. Oh, Blacksmith Attack from 2011 had a small weapons rack. It's at 6918.
We got fans in Denver. Thanks, Moto. Happy belated birthday. That was a month ago, but thanks.
What's up, Zizu?
What's up, Zizu?
I don't know, the secret marketplace says came up when I typed blacksmith. I don't see a lot of racks. That's the thing. Dragon Pit has a lot of weapons on the gates. I still got to use my medieval castle sometime. Oh, there you go.
Jesse, maybe you can see what weapons you have to include, then decide what to arrange them. That's a good idea. Well,
Has Panda showed up in the chat yet tonight? I think I'm gonna. Somehow I forgot. I kept forgetting I had these sitting somewhere, but I'll eat some Canadian contraband that Panda brought to Chicago. Nice maple cookie.
Here's just a few weapons.
That's just a few. I don't think that's enough.
Needs to go in an armory, that's for sure. That's just like that shield's in there on mistake. There's a different thing that has shields and helmets.
I usually put them in I usually have them in dump bins.
We're playing Grim Hollow, so I should put like these ninja bone swords in there.
Read with all your fancy gadgets.
Put these on the wall.
This is what I use, Jesse. Look.
Yeah. Yep. Put it in a barrel.
Barrel of badness there.
Nice.
Yeah. See, I have many.
They're all at the ready. Oh yeah, Gabriel had a good. I've got a lot of Ninjago.
Just put them at the blacksmith shop like they're on display for selling. Here you go, like from this Dream Village has them just sitting here lined up. Remember those little village, that little set from Dreams, Jesse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right there out there, right where you can. You might want to be careful. Somebody might actually walk up and just try and steal some weaponry, from the blacksmith.
Here's some. Okay. Yeah, good idea. I'm on a roll now. I use a lot of bone weapons because I have them, and they're a little contrast in the gray room. And they're playing a setting that's very dark, so I think this will work. And then I'll know where all these bone weapons are.
Otherwise, this is the only other one of the good weapons rack here is that blacksmith attack. This one here, it's about the only one with a good weapons rack. It's just clips basically mixed in. Looks like it's got a stud there to hold the armor.
Yeah.
Or a cone or something, maybe probably a cone, hold the armor on, type thing. Pretty basic stuff. Yeah. Generally, when you battle, you need weapons. So generally, a lot of us, and we keep acquiring more weapons. See, that's the problem. You never have enough. What the hell?
Let's put some normal swords in there, or just put all the cool swords in there.
I even had some from. I still have these around here. I bought some at the show. Brickworld. Some of the aftermarket ones, some nice translucent ones, but I don't know what happened to them. They vanished on me.
What's that shield doing in here? Get out of there. Lost it. There it is. Shields need to go in this bin. This one. It's got some shields in here. There's a shield.
Nice.
Look at how much bigger that is than the other shields. That'd be a good one in there for. It's my shield bin.
Was it like a Scala shield or something from like maybe one of the other?
Yeah, I don't know if it was Duplo or.
Oh yeah, I guess it could be Duplo too. Yeah. where's that missing one?
All right. Weapons at ready.
Well, let's see. I didn't think about that till just now.
These weird boomerang bone things. They got 4 of them.
Nice.
So that might be a little bit. Maybe I just push it onto a rod and they could be stacked. Keep those shields handy. Should definitely do something with those.
Oh, okay. What?
Oh, that's kind of cool. Hooked into like a fence piece.
Oh, your part's trying to run away. Don't run away. I don't know when's the next CMF line come out.
Spider-Man.
Oh, is that what's coming out?
Well, they've definitely released those Spider-Verse figs to be I don't know if it's the next one or the one after that. I'm pretty sure that's the next one because I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. I didn't buy any of the car ones. Wasn't super thrilled with that. So I've been saving some money lately. I haven't been buying much. Bought a little bit at Chicago. And then of course one of my orders that I had gotten from Pops at Chicago turned out actually didn't have some of the right stuff in it. I was looking at it going, wow, why did I order these these torsos? And I look at it like, oh, those were supposed to be a bear mask. I'm like, that's okay. So I'll see him this next weekend, along with Mr. Chopper. I'm going to drop off his Eagle Spire when I go up to Green Bay.
What's up? KO. What are you doing?
What's up?
We
KO?
chilling tonight. Chilling and building. Building and chilling. Just trying to play some ideas. I got all this white flower stuff. Limbs in front of me, so trying to build some stuff. Building a mock on Studio.
Gold.
Oh, I not have those elements. Yay. Some stuff.
Shoot, should that be double lover? Yeah.
One of those.
Build this. Get out the brittle brown.
No, not the brittle brown.
Got that brittle brown smell.
We like you so much, Jess. We don't want to hear you swear as all the brittle brown decides to break as you use it. I did lose a lot of plates when I was doing the train, though. Then when I switched it from brown to white, I even lost even more. I was like,
Yeah. Better be sure when you put this brittle brown together, you're going to leave it together.
that, or there will be lots of screaming involved.
Here we go.
Oh, let's see. Karma's loving backhand. I'm building foamy froth on a great wave mock. I'm building stuff. Yeah, I'm building some. I don't know. They probably don't look like killer eating plants, but hey, they got a top and a bottom. Something for Plus, I like to build just more like just kind of white, like using the limbs. Just build some landscape. You can just lay them on, snow and stuff, and it gives it a nice, gives it like landscape, some shrubbery type stuff. Just kind of building some of those. Just kind of adding some. I don't have all my elements unless I've used all my white stems, which is possible. I think I acquired those, very many of them. Well, it is July 4th, and Kevin's got 2 kids. I am guessing he is out watching fireworks. There's also
Not dark yet.
we're on the way to get to places where you might be watching fireworks. Generally, most places, at least when I was a kid, it was pretty busy. You had to walk a distance to get there. Who knows? I mean, we'll maybe be trying to see if Kevin and I might be in the same room next week. We'll see. Try. It sounds like I'll be staying at Scott's house. So I'll be streaming from Green Bay next week. So we'll see if Mr. Wagner wants to come over. Goes to play some D&D too, so maybe I'll have an in-person Prontero cheering audience, which would be kind of cool if that would happen. Might have to practice some cheers, I guess. Well, this was this mat I picked up at Chicago. Panda wanted to go to Micro Center, so I took him down there, and while I was down there, I picked up a pad. I picked up a couple audio cables. Z Severus needed an audio cable. He couldn't find his, and luckily I bought a couple. One a spare for me and one for him, and we're good. There is a show, at the Bay Beach Amusement Park, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. It's a Foxlug show, which means it'll have Foxlug, K-Lug, and Whistlug members there. It's a good show. I've been going there every year for a while. Pops, I believe, will be there. Him and the Green Bay Hero are the 2 vendors, I believe, for that show. But it's Jacob's birthday next weekend, so Mr. Wagner will not be at the show because I think usually he goes, but it's Jacob's birthday. I mean, he's taking a year away from that. He kind of would always hope it moves to a different weekend. Problem is Whistlug has a show the weekend after that up in Sister Bay, so. I guess it doesn't matter because there are a lot of Whistlug members that I think that goes to the Bay Beach. I'm one of the few. I like Bay Beach myself. Just because I've been going there for a while. I mean, we had Hoosier the one year that actually was at a fireworks show and jumped in. I made the mistake of actually playing the audio. He was like, "You should have just muted me," and I'm like, "Yep, probably should have." But I know we got Brick Rodeo going on, but I'm not sure if anybody would pop in from there or not. But there's a lot of stuff going on. So it's kind of tough to see it all, unfortunately. Can't get greedy. You guys at least get Brickworld Chicago. You get live from Brickworld Chicago every year. That will not change.
Oof. That was already broke.
Hmm?
Oh, brittle brown.
What kind of brittle brown piece are you working with?
All of it.
All of it. Oh. And it's
Mm.
all being that fragile? That's terrible.
Yeah. The first round. Is that brown?
Yeah.
I don't even want to put that on there.
Yeah, I got lots of those log panels and pieces and stuff. Luckily, I haven't lost too many of those. I do have lots of those because I was hoping to participate in perhaps a Hinkle, build at some point, but he got out. I actually found. Oh, actually, where is that stuff? It's stuff's on one of my pen drives. I found. Actually, it's probably on the giant hard drive. Carry around.
Need to put a Batlord helmet in there for sure, right?
He did not recognize it. Horse malarkey.
Is it telling you got to restart your computer, Reed?
It's an actual drive. That's what makes it so crazy. It's an actual drive. There it is. Hold on. Okay. H. Not under H. It's under K. No, it's not K. Where the frick is it? Oh, it's here. But Kevin Freakout is here. That's for sure. All I know is I got way too many pictures. Dang the advent of the digital camera. Oh, but this actually was a good. That was a good picture. Not the picture I was looking for, It's all right. Well, no, actually, somebody suggested I'd be blowing up Lego tonight, but yeah, clear scorch marks on clear plates probably just wouldn't work over well for rework. Here we'll show off Hinkle the castle builder, or Hinkle the minifig placer, I guess. Placing ice bears on the castle. was looking for Hinkle stuff, but that wasn't what I was looking for. I do not know. Some of these pictures must be pretty big. They take forever to freaking show up. Oh, it didn't have the picture I was looking for. Dang it. It's amazing how loud fireworks are, even from a basement. It's just so cool.
All right, we have one complete rack. Swords and helmets.
Oh, using the fence pieces, nice.
Katanas on that side, long swords on this side, helmets on top.
Guess a few fighters are going in without helmets, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Since he's not here tonight, might as well, let's see here. Oh, here it is.
Thanks, Izu.
Hinkle signing the Kevin Hinkle farewell tour signs. And he was leaving. Yes, it was a very nice weapons rack.
All right, let's make an armor rack next for some of the torso piece armors.
Oh, somebody might actually, if Z's in here, maybe he'd like to see the first ever version of Hope Castle, or what it was supposed to be, but never became. This was what Hope Castle originally was, but
Okay.
didn't pan out. Well, I wanted it to be like when I went to my first Brickworld 2012. I had the Campbell brothers in their end of the world castle display, and they had a castle at each end, and but I have pictures of where they took it apart. So my goal was to hopefully be able to slide modules into it. And with plates, though, it's too hard to build and then be able to just slide them in without having big molds and stuff. So I kind of abandoned that version. I did at one point have some round turrets started, but did not. So that was the big version of the castle before it went small.
Boom.
All right.
Brittle brown.
when the Lego movie came out. There we go. Just didn't like the towers. Like, I wanted him to feel like there was a way to get up there, and I wasn't thinking ladders at the time.
There you go. There's one.
Oh, 130 really for? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, for that new set.
4.
Later, Moto. Have a good night.
Later, Moto. Intensively building. Maybe she's dark. Less brittle. And the jumper. One, a 2, a 3. Another cylinder.
This is for Brett. So Brett, these 2 boxes right here, these 2 paper mill boxes, that was my collection when I was a kid. Those 2 boxes right there. That's all there was.
Look at how much you got now.
Yeah,
Much you hauled away.
Well, and I did grab some of my brother's stuff too. I said, well, if your kids want anything, you know, a honey badger. No, I made a regular badger, not a honey badger. Did you do anything, Z? Did you make something for that beautiful contest? It wasn't obvious, so you know you'd have to let us know. No, it wasn't a honey badger. It was Bad Sirlot, but he plays well. He plays well with others.
Just us nerds.
Yeah, a good picture. Let me go back.
Now, I have some new armor.
Uh-oh.
That
Are you an armor rack too now?
I got from K-Town.
So my apartment in Colorado did allow for sets and trains. I actually had a train loop running around the apartment. Yeah, there's all those city sets somebody was asking about earlier. Like some Toy Story stuff. Don't have either one of those anymore.
And you got the Toy Story train, Reed?
No, I don't think so. I only think I have the one from Lone Ranger, I think.
Yeah.
See, and I got problems. See, I had problems with my cameras. My cameras back then corrupted some photos too, it looks like. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. I found it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh,
Colorful armor pieces.
Yeah.
Got a red one too.
It's an animal spaceman, you know. I mean, and does well in the medieval system, I guess. Yeah, sure, whatever you want. Notice the signature on the bottom there. Kevin Hink. It's from the stop motion thing he did. Don't know where the video is these days.
Z.
Huh?
I'm just saying hi to Z. Z Service, not Zizu, but hello. Hello. Oh, I'm gonna turn those armors around. So I'm gonna put a wall there, but
Kevin even built a Lego store. Go figure. That was cool. I like when you showed that out. That was pretty cool.
all right, we have armor on the other side.
Oh, there! Hey, there's some red swords there in his back room. There, look at that.
Oh.
Nice.
Weapons room.
Foam swords up on top of the rack there. You know, at least good thing they're foam. That way, if they fall on somebody, they're not going to get hurt in the
We need
store.
shields. Shields on display.
Shields. My guys have many shields.
Now I have some good shields, but I also have like a bunch of these Viking shields. Do I put a variety up? I do have a variety of armor.
Brett wanted Toy Story, so here we go. Show a Toy Story picture.
Could be a
don't even know what that was for some kind of a thing we were built doing. Oh, there's Reed for a club meeting. Yeah, see. With my cowboy cheese hat. Oh, you know what's funny is that the best part of that picture. Oh, I didn't even show the best part of that whole picture. It was like you could tell what kind of store it was just by the back. Don't even look at Reed. Look beyond Reed. Look at all the sets. Hey, look at that. There's a castle set right there. Look at a pile of them. Look at
oh.
that. Wow. Isn't that the Gold Knight one? The prison tower there, whatever? Yeah, and space police, power miners, city, Indiana Jones, like the Temple Escape, or power miners. That's insane. That's the stuff that I miss, especially this one. Especially since I was doing city, I want some of the castle stuff back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Look at that. If that's the Gold Knight and how expensive he is, and just a pile of them right there behind me. But didn't even think twice about him. I'm like, dope. Like, no. Yeah, I missed that. I'll miss the pick-a-brick trees.
All right, we'll have a wall of shields.
So you never know what might happen in this stream. We dive down memory lane once in a while. Hi, Bunny Bricks. How's it going?
Suzanne?
We are just having fun tonight. We just took a little trip down memory lane. Oh, I actually did found some old pictures on my phone too when I was looking today too. On a couple pictures of Brick Freak. It is the 4th of July. Yep. Doing pretty decent today. I know I'd be doing a lot better if my damn foot would figure out what's wrong with it and get better. Just gotta put. I gotta remember to put my dice tower in a bag for next week too.
All right. So how many shields can I get? Do I space them out? Maybe I gotta make this odd
So
number.
you're gonna get 2 rooms, maybe 3 or 4 out of that mock, maybe perhaps, or out of that set you built.
I don't know. Yeah. Definitely working on the second one right now. I don't break the brittle brown.
Yeah, I mean, I keep hearing the big thuds, coming even down here in the basement. My mom had said she maybe thought about walking. Like we talked earlier, I was like, I'm not. We're both kind of hobbling around right now. If I was in Colorado, I'd probably be down at my friend's house if he was doing fireworks. We used to do them a couple times. That was always fun. Except for when stuff didn't go off and Reed made the mistake of trying to put his head over the top of the barrel to make sure, see if it went off or not. Entertaining stupidity, of course, once in a while. If I wasn't working, generally I volunteered to 4th of July at the Lego store most of the time. I knew I wasn't doing much. Unless Sean, who's been on the stream a couple times, unless I was hanging out at his apartment complex, making sure people weren't parking where they weren't supposed to be parking. Otherwise, not really something I do a lot of. There we wait for somebody like Hoosier or somebody to be at a 4th of July thing and pop in the stream and give us a fireworks display and make sure he reminds Reed this time to mute. Oh yeah, here we go. We'll show this off. Dave hasn't been on in a while, but this was the castle I knew him from. This big honking thing.
Whoa. That's some old gray.
Yeah, lots of old gray. This I think when he got divorced, his divorce was the $50,000 Lego divorce because he had like $50,000 wrapped up into that castle. It's a pretty neat castle. Yeah, it was pretty massive. All the sides would pull out, like where the windows and stuff would pull out, so you could see the bedrooms inside. Yeah, he's the one working on a giant moon base now, so I'm kind of waiting for him to go back to castle. But yeah. I don't know if Hope Castle will ever get this big. I think he had to rent a moving truck to move this dang thing. I don't know if I want to get to that big, that size. I think I could just slide the whole thing into the back of my van. Slide it out. Definitely a pretty cool castle.
All right. Our first row of shields.
Nice.
Classics. We got 5 more ready to go. We'll do 3, maybe.
So here we got Toy Story over here. Look at this Toy Story. And some foam kings, shields, and swords. Toy Story. Oh, and we got the weapons packs back in there too, or the battle packs back in the day. Back when this place was an outlet store. Atlantis. Lego Universe. Hey, and of course, us hard at work in the Lego store. Atlantis versus Kingdom. Wow, what a battle that would be.
Bunny bricks. Happy 4th.
Oh, this is what happens. This is what happens once in a while too.
Hoosier in the house.
What we got here? My week isn't just a normal crazy work week. No problem, Hoosier. I've learned after that 1 year. I don't think I'd make that mistake again. I hope not. It's possible though.
Rack number 2.
Hold on.
10 different shields. That's pretty good.
It's really good.
Oh, I got another one. Uh-oh, Hoosiers on the water. On the boat. Nice. That's the place to be for fireworks. Nice, Hoosier. Oh, there they are, lighting them off, probably.
How do we get the one where we're on the edge?
Bridge is all lit up.
I guess we don't get to do that. I used to know around you. I guess it's getting close to dark. Just probably not quite there, but yeah, getting there. Yeah, I mean that's that. You know, my sister has a pontoon. I think my dad might have a boat too. So, but yeah.
On the water. Place to be.
Yeah, generally, like here in Madison, if you're on the lake, it'd be a good thing because you could see all the different suburbs, all the different displays going on. So, I hate corrupted photos. It sucks.
Bridge is pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to clip some circular shields in if I can. Maybe I'll vertical hold. I'm going to have to switch up the color.
What's that, Panda?
Hey, Panda. Whoa, that's like an eyeball. It's an eyeball shield.
Yeah, Panda's here. Panda, welcome, welcome. Building and streaming.
Well, ooh, there's a snow. Shield. The wall of shields. Ready for step 3?
Oh, wow. I like that nice Snow Guardian one on there. That's pretty nice.
Pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty big, but I think it's getting a little tight in this room too. But it's a little tight walking down the hallway there. But
Oh, because you still got to do an outer wall, I suppose, huh? Too.
yeah, I kinda.
That or somehow maybe the weapon rack needs to be narrower in the center somehow. That's even
Yeah, the narrow. Yeah, I put the center one together thinking it was a really cool build technique. It's fine. It's tight. Yeah, it looks like it's not center. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, it's the same room. The shields just stick out so much. I mean, the wall of shields could be back. Could be the wall, right?
Or built into the actual wall itself, perhaps.
It is the wall itself. Yeah, we'll just back that up one because they stick out one. So
yeah, because the wall is the wall. Yeah, because the armor wouldn't be able to sit in the wall, whereas unless
it's pretty solid anyway. So yeah,
unless you're figuring out how to use like a recess.
It's tight still, but it looks better. Backed it up. It's still on a jumper.
Well, yeah. The only way it would be is unless you had some kind of a something that sticks out from the wall with like the post going up that the armor could sit in, like an L type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I could back it up. If that is the wall, then get rid of the jumpers.
Yeah.
Might as well, I guess. I'll get rid of the jumper. I like it because they're going to remove it. I'll put jumpers on so it can be removed easier. I'll just... Waiting for the fireworks.
Well, Zizu, that's nice. Not even for like ice cream or something. Come on, Zizu. You'd make room for ice cream or something. I'm not offering because I don't know what's in the freezer right now, but
Yep, all the way to the edge now. That's better. Let's see if I have enough variety of. So I have the long shields too, the like pointy style. I should probably put those in there somewhere. They could be above the armor, I guess.
Yeah, they could be on that wall.
Let's see how many of those I got. I got the dragons. I got the lions, knights. I got blue dragon. I got green dragon. I got bat lord. Yeah.
Let's see if I got that. I was thinking of a part. I wonder if I have it in my movie kit. I was thinking of the part I was going to suggest for you. Let me see if I have it in my kit.
There's another round one, but oh, there's another round one. That one's good.
No, actually, I guess I wouldn't work that way.
That's probably enough of those.
No, that won't work. I was thinking of something, but the plate with the bar wouldn't be at the right angle. That's what I was thinking.
So make the back wall.
Oh, there we go. There's fireworks.
Hey, whoa, that is some firework. Holy moly. Pow, pow, pow. I think they got a good spot on the water, man. Get a lot more other people out there. Pretty good.
Enjoy the rest of the stream, y'all. I'm out.
Night.
Take care, y'all. Have fun.
Thanks.
Good night. Yeah. I don't like those jumpers.
He's drifted into cell phone deadline.
Ow.
I was playing the music, but I was hoping that wasn't. I stopped that because I was hoping that wasn't affecting it. So. Look, we don't even have to leave the house. Thanks, Hoosier. You rock, man. Don't even have to leave the house. Don't have to endure all kinds of crazy traffic. Well, definitely wouldn't have to worry about flooding if you did that. Probably, hopefully, if you could just move it to an area that was. That's an awful lot to move to a floating structure. He just needs to recruit all of us to come down and build a huge concrete, dike around the house and the Lego room, so don't have that problem. I was gonna say he's muted, but I think I'm hearing it come from like yours.
Yeah, I've got the neighborhood fireworks. They're going off.
I was like, it's like, wait, Hoosier's muted, but I swear to God, I'm hearing something go flying into the air. But
yeah, that's behind me. It's just neighborhood stuff. Oh, there's a bigger one. I am pretty close to the high school, but that's the other direction.
Oh, I mean, I think most of the stuff near me is farther away. Generally, I don't even know where they host it anymore. Might be at the one park down the way, but that's still a good 8-10 blocks away. But the only thing I could probably definitely hear down here is if the F-22s are flying overhead, but those are louder than loud. So. Casino boat and turn into a Lego show? Yeah, that'd be good. Just make sure that is a very seaworthy vehicle. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Go up and down the Mississippi River.
Let's see if green. It's probably high enough.
So, in other words, you're thinking you might have to make that room have vaulted ceilings, huh? Perhaps. Or a false ceiling, that when somebody decides to hover, they hover up, but they don't realize that the ceiling isn't as tall as it looks, and they hit it and they come falling back down. The only thing missing from this shot is a fishing pole, kind of sticking out through the corner. Fishing for fish while he's watching the fireworks. Fishing for his after fireworks snack.
All right. So, ooh, 1x3. There's another one.
Just need to find the two cities that have the same identical show and have a visual on one screen and in the background on someone else's. All the fires of all the shells being fired into the air.
Competing could be competing.
Soon you won't even be able to tell there is a pad here. Got lots and lots of winter shrubbery growing on here on my thing. Oh. Ooh,
Shields over the armor, kind of cool. And then full wall of shields, all different shields.
Looks walkable now.
Yeah. Let's see, I might move it back to 1 or 2 studs. 1 probably to match the armor, and then I can put. I don't know. I kind of like the gray, the brown, brittle brown showing.
It looks like the new starting point for any adventure. The armory right there. Look, we get to start. Look at all this beautiful stuff.
Suit up.
It's just missing the archery equipment.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but then I got stuck on all these cool shields. The archers will be in a different area.
Yep, they'll have to go in and get the quivers and their lighter armor. They'll have to be in the room with all the robes.
Yep, lighter armor. I like it. Yep. Can I even open the door? That big table in there.
Now you want a table in there too?
Well, I got the table in there. I can't open the door now.
Oh, you can't open. Oh,
It's as far as it opens.
Oh, so in other words, the table's too big. I guess the room is now a 16 by 32 instead of a 16 by 16. What a shame.
Yeah.
Now you gotta add some more now.
I'd make that table shorter, but the way those fence work.
Hard to do, probably, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to redesign the whole thing. I might do that to make it 6. Go 6 instead of. I think that would work out better. That's a cool idea, though.
Which one?
Which one? Put all your swords in there and all your katanas. Yeah, I think I'll keep that one, but I'll make another one that's a little shorter.
Shorter, he says. No height jokes. No height jokes.
John G.
Lots of fireworks there. Might be the finale, perhaps. Lots of stuff there. Lots and lots and lots going on. Fast, fast, fast.
Yeah. So if I just do.
Definitely the fastest way to watch taxes go up in a bang. I would say that looks like that might have been the finale, perhaps.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I feel like they got us.
Woo! Yeah, thanks, Hoosier.
Thanks, Hoosier.
No problem. I'm gonna bail out, guys. Have fun.
Have a good night. Free show. We didn't even have to step out of the house.
Pretty good deal. Turn the TV on and watch national coverage too.
Yeah, I guess you do that too, I guess, you know. We're trying to provide stuff for our fans here on the stream.
Oh, you know, it'd be cool if I could put these.
Besides, those people at Brick Rodeo maybe didn't want to step outside either, you know. Hey, could have tuned in. Well, how many of these things do I want to make? That is the question. On here.
All right. This time, testing the door. Door does open this time. That'll work.
I guess the katana's got to go. Short swords and long swords only. What a shame.
Oh no.
Oh no! What? Here we go. We'll do this. I forgot to show earlier. Rainbow Portal Building 101. You need piles of these bricks, plates, 4x8s, or any combination of that. Lavender, then purple on top of lavender. Then the blue, for this one, I just used the plates. I mean, ideally you'd want to hide something like this in the middle, so you'd still have blue on either side. This way, I just kind of, with what I had for blue, I just made the solid blue on one side. And then there's stuff to be hidden on the other side. We go to green, yellow, orange, red. May portal be finished, except for you want to put like the purple stuff or whatever color you want underneath it. And the only thing I'd say is for people for Chicago, if they want to plan for a future collab, if you wanted to have a certain marking in your portal, you could. Where'd that bag go? I had a bag. Oh, if you wanted to put some kind of a code or something in there, they got all buried here. Let's see. Because I had actually done like water and rainbow. If you wanted to color code something with plates or something, to make yours ideal, you just have to let me know. And I could make one corresponding too. Because I'm probably going to take apart the fire, wind, earth, and water ones. I just don't think they're going to work the way I wanted them to.
We'll put some.
Did I have those? I have those in
There. These big ones.
water, earth, wind, and fire. Fire, fire, fire. What are we at? We've been only going for 2 hours so far. Dang.
All right, bench number 2.
Oh, I like bench number 2. That's got some good choices in there. Definitely nice too. Yeah, that one works.
And door opens. Can be opened. All right, now I'll tile the floor and put a couple little jumpers in there. And
Oh yeah, the floor's gotta be tiled yet too. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna do tan, going with the kind of the wood.
It's not a brick floor.
Well, they get the just trying to do something different.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think I have to worry about the floor per person. But take this off to
No, they're being surrounded. Oh no! I'm in trouble now. Surrounded. I think the finales are happening around here too. Wish I had a white faceplate here. I believe so. Blue is not white though. Looks
Yeah, I think because the weapons are gray, I decided to try a different color on the flooring. I just want this purple base plate.
Nice.
Even though it's supposed to be blue, I want it purple.
Some hearts there. Brown.
Better use to the portal. There we go. They're hiding now. Ha ha ha. On the other side of the portal. Can't get to them now.
Just one of these. Okay. This one keeps falling off.
So chat hasn't been super active. What's everybody working on tonight? Are they preparing for any shows? We got obviously Brickworld this weekend currently. Brick Fan Expo in Colorado. You guys want me to go 2 more hours? You guys got to talk more in the chat.
It's our job to talk. They can just text.
Yes, that's right. Just but text us with something. Oh, Johnny D's cleaning his Lego room. Oh, we're supposed to do that? Gee, I wonder I can never find anything. Actually, I was going to order some bins. I think I'm going to wait till after Bay Beach, but I might order there's some shelves, some bins that Target sells I like, so I might order some of those. Need to reorganize. Definitely need to get more organized for building, so I definitely don't buy more stuff. Just like I thought I should have more of these 1x1 sparkle purple bricks, but I can't seem to find them because I can't believe I burned through the huge bag I had with just these 10 portals. It just seems a little crazy that I would have gone through them all.
Heck is going on? Why are you going in there? What are you doing? Get out of there.
I definitely turned down a second or third helping of ice cream last. I'm just going to build more of it. Might as well use some of this stuff. I mean, the stuff I get from these special lug shipments, and I don't hardly use this stuff. So I'll build some stuff with it and maybe use it. Besides, I got to figure what I want to do for Chicago next year. Since Hope Castle in its current state will stay together through April for Nebraska Brick Days, which means I might have to build something new for the train layout. Depends on, I'm hoping this rainbow portal thing is kind of something everybody wants to do. I may just try to build a new elevated mountain of sorts. Just can't figure out how to do it because I still kind of like the idea of having almost like a line queue as they go into or out of the portal. Need to keep some kind of order so people aren't just fighting randomly around the portals. And that, trust me, if it's hunger, I've got these maple cookies Panda brought me to Chicago. Definitely thinking about a multi-tiered disco floor, though. Even taller bandstand sorts. That's why I'm acquiring more of those base plates so I can have 2 builds at the same time. I do have another dual set of lights, the same as in the current disco. So I can always have multiple projects working. So what's Z working on tonight? Did you go out and are you out watching fireworks, sir?
Good thing.
Fireworks canceled due to bad weather. Really? You guys getting some bad weather up there, Jesse?
Should I look outside the window?
It says he's not at home with family. Fireworks canceled due to bad weather. I think when I looked at the
As in
radar,
too hot and dry?
I thought when I looked at the radar earlier tonight, when they were showing the thing during the news, I thought it was up in your neck of the woods earlier. Oh yeah, there's some crap up there. Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on where you are, but Minneapolis is 80 degrees and foggy or cloudy, but no rain.
Yeah, not there yet. Yeah, it's
Man.
north. It's north, way up in northern Minnesota. You know,
Okay.
up near International Falls, stretching all the way down to Fergus Falls, Alexandria, Benson. That's any really big cities. Oh, Madison, whatever. Maybe North Dakota, South Minnesota. There's definitely some heavy stuff up there, but it looks like it's more northern. Could be anything. Definitely a big system stretching from like Canada north of Duluth all the way down through Nebraska and Kansas. I know they have flooding in central Texas because they were talking about that on the news. They didn't really say where, but it was kind of like San Antonio and Dallas. So, with our friends down in Texas for Brickworld, it'd be interesting to know what was going on for weather. They didn't really give me enough information in the news.
Well, we have
no thunderstorms where I'm at. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got?
We have a cubicle dungeon storage thing. So you go
is that for just storing different modules for things, future stuff going on, or?
Yeah, I want all my players to build their own bedrooms and armories and sanctuaries, whatever they want to build. They get to build it and then stack it however they want to lay it out. And it's like they're building, a collaborative mock, but it's just for fun, just for in the house.
Oh, not for a future show of any kind.
Not planning to display. So there's the head. There's if you open the door.
So you got your dungeon and your armory there.
You'll be able to see into that snake room.
Is the snake room like a throne room, or is that an actual kind of like a
sanctuary? For the guy's a paladin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he's got armor and he's got his temple.
Oh, those are just his 2 rooms then?
His 2 special rooms. Yeah.
2 special rooms. Okay.
You get 2 special rooms and 2 basic rooms, like a bedroom or whatever. And then I am providing the stairway. So I've got the stairway right here that goes all the way up and down. And then I've built previously a garden room. And but you can just pull them off and stack them. There's greenery in there. You could stack it up here if you wanted to, but I'm trying to leave it as a tall tower of spiraling staircases, and then whatever you want to do. What order, it can grow.
I was gonna say that could be. You could have. Yeah,
this
you could
way out, and it can grow up. Whoever shows up with whoever wants to show off.
Is the central staircase open on all 4 sides? Like you could surround it with 8 different things, or you'd actually have 4 off the stairwell and 4 in the corners, or would that be excessive?
So yeah, 2. yeah, it wouldn't be very structurally sound.
Oh.
So here's the.
Oh, okay. There. Oh, yeah. They're the corner. Okay. Yeah.
So you could get in two different ways.
No. Okay.
And then the stair is closer to the wall, and then
Yep.
you know,
Lost your flower pot or whatever that was sitting there around
that was the guy.
Oh, that's cool. 16s by 16s. Okay, with
16 by 16. If you want to do this too, I think we'll wait until you go to the next campaign and get to level 5, because at level 5, that's when you can make your home base.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this for Daggerheart?
No, this is for
Just D&D?
D&D, my in-person players.
Oh, in person, guys. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's in person, so we can actually physically bring these together.
Oh, so something that maybe would be played that we would actually be able to do that, like you said, at a show, perhaps too. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if this is successful, I'll show you guys. But
if it was successful, yeah, type thing where, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool if you want, if you want to think about that. But I don't think it's show worthy. I'm not going for show.
Yeah.
Mock worthy. I'm not going for mock worthy. I mean, this is cool, right?
Yeah.
But it's it's an alt build of a set, and it's just, it's just a room. It would look cool if a bunch of them were all in a row or whatever. So I might actually move this to the side on the other side here, and then have it straight into this dungeon.
I mean, I guess too, if it was like you said, or if it had like hinges so you could open it up or something. But yeah, I mean, that's the way I think of like the collabs I do for Chicago. I mean, we build what we build, and whether or not it's absolute greatness.
That's pretty cool.
So
you can see in through there. For a second. There's doors going through there. I'm not going for like, I don't know. It depends on the player. So like right now, I'm helping a player that doesn't really build.
Yeah.
Build his 2 rooms.
Yeah.
And
like Z says, it's still neat. I mean, it's a great concept. Yeah. It's not always about, because if you bring people together with different skill levels, it's each person's skill level. You just that's what you're when you're building with friends. I mean, each person's got different. I mean, that's probably why I've backed out of the last couple of collabs that you've done, is because I don't think my skill set is up to the par of everybody else's. And that's probably why I don't do it as much. I'll just stick with the stuff where
you should have done it.
So, but that's kind of, to me, it's that's why I build with what I like and just kind of.
This one I'll probably redo with a removable wall or two, because you can't really reach in there and do anything.
Can't really see too much.
But it is supposed to be cold storage, so it's an enclosed room with one door.
That or kind of give it some kind of using clear, maybe kind of give some kind of an ice cubey type, some kind of way to chill it. Yes.
So I can put this one here.
Yeah. Z likes the modularity and the stairs in the corner. I mean, that's it.
This one's got the secret door. Ooh.
Those. Oh, that's how you use those things. I got a couple of those floating around.
You got those, and you don't know how to use them.
I've used them. Yeah, I don't think I've used them. I've got the frames, and I probably have the frames, and maybe don't know if I have the other things somewhere floating around. But yeah, it's kind of
that secret door goes into there, and then so I just stack those differently.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it looks good.
It's just going to be something where we put it on the table in person. And you can go take your long rest at your stronghold, or maybe I'll have some monsters attacking, and this will be a base that you'll have to defend.
Definitely, opens up a lot of cool things. So you're right. I mean, it's definitely.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, it's modular. We can make the Harry Potter thing is made the same way, kinda, with these levels that can pop off.
Yeah.
And they're more 8x8 and then 8x16. And then if you wanted to do a 16x16, or you could have a hinge in here and maybe this 16x8 room opens up.
Yeah.
So building this was actually a little, I was already doing what I was doing, but this was a little inspiring too, that you can make these tiny little rooms. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do anything fancy on this side, but we could go fancy on the outside also if we come up with this system.
Yeah, that's why when Kevin built that dungeon last year at Chicago, that was pretty cool too. Just in terms of how we played through it and everything was pretty wild and wicked.
Yeah, he had a tunnel system basically. A dungeon crawl.
Yeah,
and he had a few rooms, chambers, and
I think that was kind of what I was trying to do with a Munchkin board too at one point, and that kind of has stalled too, because that's been the big discussion out on Facebook too. Is Alex Taylor, myself, and a few of the people who've played it. When we show those pictures from our history, it's kind of weird because we haven't played it in forever because Guy can't travel with the board anymore. It's too big and bulky with what he brings for his store too. So I'm kind of been trying to work on one for a couple of years, but I never finished it. But that's something definitely that's kind of on my radar to try to finish at some point too. Be able to play, and maybe if nothing else too, get it to the point where we get to do the paid seats again and the swag and all that too. So because that's what I think was kind of cool too. That's why the last couple of years when he had scheduled, when the auction was on Friday night, I never missed it because the only thing I ever did was I bid on the Munchkin seats. So, oh yeah, like Z says, a modular exterior too could be interesting.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much more effort to, say.
Or just even replaceable walls of some kind too.
Well, because right now I'm not sure how they want. It's their house, right? It's basically their house, their stronghold. So it depends on how they want to. These rooms might be interior, and there might be only one exterior wall, or you want that exterior wall to butt up against another. So I'm not sure that I want it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I want it too fancy.
Good thoughts, Z. Good thoughts. That's.
I can make it that way, and it'd be a good example that you can do these things, and collaborate.
Sounds like Z. It sounds like you need to play too. There you go. Z, you're gonna get sucked in. Better watch out. Oh, there you go. He's going to throw his comment out there.
Yeah, the hexagons are great. I definitely think I want to try the hexagons for the outside stuff. Because it looks good on exterior.
Maybe one day I might do a hexagon for Hope Castle, but it'd have to be a monster-sized hexagon. Monster-sized.
But then, if you do like Z and you got a big castle, or a small castle relative to what you're doing, put it on a hexagon, and then all the other hexagons fit up against it, so you can. Yeah, I'm not sure. That'd be fun. Like I said, this is just, I don't know, just a hair brain idea that.
Z, it would depend on how good your voice acting is. Would depend on how annoying you'd be in person, I guess. Nobody can beat Prontero in being annoying. You would have to really work hard to be more annoying than Prontero. Lots of work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got my innkeeper. The innkeeper is from the Dungeons and Dragons Lego set, and that set is modular with these 16x16 rooms. So so their stronghold is actually taking over the Red Dragon Tail set and making that their home base, their headquarters.
Well, then happily, Z, we didn't see you too much in Chicago trolling us in person then, Z, you know. While we played our small little gibbets of
We were there.
Daggerheart, you know.
I played 4 sessions of Daggerheart. Or 3. Or I played 3 Daggerhearts and 1 Dungeons and Dragons.
One D&D too, really?
Yeah, Murphy
Oh.
was the dungeon master. So I was a player.
All I know is I think I find it so hard to believe that my foot is in so much pain, but I think with 2 mocks in different areas, and it just seems like this year I must have walked around a lot more or walked a lot faster between the hotel and whatever, or just the fact that I got there so late on Wednesday for unloading that I was walking a lot farther than I normally would do. I think when I usually got early there on Wednesday, I'd get there early and I'd be parked up close. I was parked a long ways away this year, and so but still, it was fun. It was enjoyable. It'll just be interesting to see when the rooms open up again for next year, because I got to book a room again. Sounds like I'll have the same roommates as before, or at least one of the same. I think Stuart said he didn't know if his wife was going to get off for Chicago next year. Larry needs a scooter and a massage. I needed
your own bed. Stop being the roommate without a bed.
No, I mean, I just need to figure out a way to do it. No, I mean, I'd probably just bring in like an air mattress or something.
Because I mean, your feet would probably feel better if you were sleeping better.
I don't think that was the big thing. I think what problem was is, and I think I won't do it for Green Bay, is I loaded and unloaded all the same day, and I think because it was even farther of a walk, because my load isn't that bad, because at my storage it's easy to load. I mean, it's same level, no stairs, nothing, so it's just right there. It's easy.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah.
But then when I unloaded, I had a long walk and a lot of it. So, oh, look at that! Look who shows up! Look who shows up! We showed stuff of yours off earlier.
Of course,
I showed off your Aces Wild movie set. Showed off your Austin Lego store built out of Lego. Showed off your farewell tour signing picture from Denver Brick Fest. It was a good show. It was just the 2 of us. Hoosier popped in Brett was here early. So it's Brett, me, and Jesse, and then Hoosier popped in for a while. He was muted, but he showed off fireworks. He was out on the boat, out on the water. I don't know, just kind of been building. Just kind of building, you know. I'm just building kind of stuff. Greenery stuff. So just have all my white stuff here. So I've kind of just been building stuff for layout. So yeah, so what did I show? Yeah. So what just like I said, just your stuff. I would have showed the whole clip of Aces Wild, but I have no idea where that's at these days. So, and I know I don't have a hard copy of it. So, no, we just talked about Lego boats, trying to get more people into that for Chicago next year. We talked about the Rainbow Portals, which I think were a pretty good success. Even though you didn't get to see the four of the other ones. Needs more mech. Well, I mean, you joined late. I mean, I will be building. We'll be building some Ice Bear mechs for the next big show. Let me make that a little bit bigger. This is someone else's design from Flickr, but I asked if I could use it. So once I get them built, I will go hunting again for who it was to make sure they get credit for it. Built off of using some of the parts from the old Ice Bear mech. poly bag. So, but liked it. Scary. Well, ice bears need a couple things that are scary, because they're not always super scary. Unless they're coming at you from a portal here, This guy looks like he's getting ready to charge you. You better watch out. And we had music playing a little bit too, here and there. So I'll be at a show next week up in Green Bay. So I'll be coming live from up there. Might have perhaps Mr. Wagner in person, perhaps. We'll see. He won't be at the show, but Scott might see if he wants to come over and hang out. Sounds like we're doing D&D. Maybe get some in-person cheering squad for Prontero.
That's the Scott Van Lees or whatever.
Yep, Scott. Yep, Scott and Jennifer.
He plays some Dungeons and Dragons. He plays D&D.
Yeah. He have a lot of game. His game collection at his house is about as big as his Lego collection, which his Lego collection's bigger than mine. So yeah, he's got a massive. He's got a lot of stuff. Well, Z, you'll probably be back at home next week. You can probably pop into the show and try to think. What did I have? I'm trying to think. What else? Oh, we showed off some old pictures too. Yeah, it's a long drive. Nah, you don't have to come over. Just pop into the stream.
Well, I did what I was planning to do.
Mm-hmm.
I got to clean up a little bit.
Hinkle, we did show Lego employees hard at work. Showing off all kinds of cool sets in some of the pictures. Old pictures, old sets. See, and even when I brought whole castle to a Lego club meeting. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, everybody built. What was the theme that month? Superheroes, it looks like. I don't know what we built, though. Oh, look. Too bad Brett's gone. Look at all that beautiful castle in the background. Castle. Showed a club meeting picture that had like the stacks of sets behind us. Had that one, I think, with the Golden Knight. Was it the one bridge or whatever set? A whole pile of those back in the day, and I'm still making the mistake of collecting City. Oh, so how's Kevin tonight? How was fireworks? here, since we'll probably, I don't know how long we'll go tonight. Might as well show off. The greatness from back in the day. What do we got here? When Lego sales were really good. All the stuff. Star Wars. No. Right now, we got episode 400 coming up around the bend at some point. See, here we go. I found a folder of old boats. So these are some old boats I did. Double paddle in the middle. These suckers. This one was kind of cool. I even had Harry Potter and a gold ninja piloting. This one was heavier than a beast. This sucker was way heavy in the back. That one I think almost sunk. This was cool with a paddle in the back to kind of steer a little bit. And see, you got to be creative, cover it up. This was kind of cool. Power functions, though, you definitely would need to maybe create that so that it's a long extension. We had a lot of people lose range this last year, so build it so that you could control these. I mean, Nicky one year built one that was massive long. I mean, it was probably 3 feet long. He could hold it out over the water, and it worked great. Hey, Rob. So yeah, I mean, then this. Yep. See, I don't even. You know what? I have these. I use these motors in there, but I don't think I had those motors. And if I have them, I have no idea where they're at. I wonder if I borrowed them from somebody. So I can't find those anywhere if I got them. I thought I was going to buy a pair. Yeah, I borrowed a pair. So different configurations. Definitely always fun. Fun. Just trying to figure out how much of this I need. No, since I'm still here, still building, maybe I'll build a few more. I don't know how many more of these things. We'll build till I guess I run out of limbs, I guess. It's kind of slowed down. Like somebody's still letting off fireworks over here. Sure, freaking out all the neighbor dogs.
All right. I think I'm
You are out of here.
that's about it for me. 3-hour stream.
Okay.
Could do something else, watch a show and put my feet up and
Oh yeah. I might end up going to some World of Warships or something.
did a lot of Legos today, so tomorrow I'll probably go to the museum and see what I can do there. I did motorize a helicopter on the top of the tower.
Ooh, there we go. That's cool.
Yeah.
Kids like the motorized stuff. You know, you gotta have cool stuff to entertain and distract. Oh, cool.
Let's,
So you just ended up taking just the base of that skyscraper off to put it on the.
took the base out and I took the middle out. Their middle panels. It used to be two vertical lines.
Yeah.
Like 3 sets of windows on one side. So I trimmed it down so it's a lot smaller. It's one level smaller and then like not as wide, right? So, but then I motorized that helicopter up there. It's pretty cool, and it fits right into the city. So I gotta hardwire the light that goes in there, and that's the last step is to hardwire that light stick into there. It's in there, but so I know it fits.
Cool.
So I'll be there. I'm gonna go to Bricks and Minifigs, see if I can find more of these snake
heads.
Snake heads with
how many sets was that?
I bet you it's nothing. Like probably this one. Because I mean, it looks like Ninjago, but this is Harry Potter.
Oh, that was a Harry Potter set it was in?
Yeah.
Probably just the one. Yeah.
7, 6, 3, 8, 9. 7, 6, 3, 8, 9. What is this? One set. Chamber of Secrets. Parts. Wouldn't mind just I wonder if I can order it on replacement parts or Bricklink.
As long as it's not too specialized, I guess, probably.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a dual molded thing.
Is that a newer Harry Potter set or is that an older one?
Yeah, it's the new 20th anniversary. Comes with the gold figure of Voldemort and
yeah, well, if it came with the gold figure, maybe people parted that out. So maybe those.
oh yeah, and those purple tiles. Yeah, people probably parted it out. Can't find it on here. It's got to be one of these parts. Well, this is Bricklink, though. It might not be on Bricklink. That's weird, though. It would show the part whether it's on sale or not, right?
Should yeah, it would. It should show it in the
Cobra with open mouth hood pattern. Yeah, it appears in one set. This is the one set.
Wow.
Price guide. It's going for $1. That's nothing. $1. Items for sale. You can get it for cheapers, 60 cents. Somebody in the U.S.
Yeah, probably, because not everybody's going to find that unique need for it for what they're building.
Yeah, if I actually brick-linked it, I would probably want 8
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And then I would have 10, so I could do 5 on each side.
Yep.
There is a seller in US with 8 for 97 cents.
That's not bad. Yeah.
And I could get it cheaper if I put less quantity, I guess. And I don't really like for this mock, if you will, that I'm doing for a friend.
Yep.
I really only need 2.
Yeah.
But
But if you wanted one for yourself, per se.
Right, yeah, buy a couple for myself, or I would expand I could expand the hallway of that same room. Like once you level up, you can expand the capacity of your temple or your rooms and stuff. You could spend money and resources and time to build up the space in each thing. So
Well, the nice thing too is if there's D&D modules too that you're thinking that have snake stuff.
yeah,
I mean, you
that's
use them there too. You know, you're gonna use your stuff
Uh,
multiple ways over the course of a campaign. I mean, I'm sure you've used
so
some of that stuff multiple times. That we have. How
I'll
many
probably
times-
wait and see, like, if the local BAM has
has a
any.
couple.
If they have 2, I'll be happy.
Now, does it come with legs, or is it just part of like a
No, yeah, it sits on this curved slope piece.
stack? So you might have one.
It is, I believe it is a minifig head holder kind of thing, but
Yeah.
they just put it on here.
Well, yeah, definitely worth checking to see if they've got it, or even because it won't end up probably in the minifigures unless they
It's
actually.
not double molded, but I mean, it is double. 2
Yeah.
pieces, it's one piece, but
2 different colors.
I guess that's double molded because there's only one way to do that, just to mold that over the top of the other one. Maybe there's a way to insert that wood on. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I asked my friend what he wanted to do, and he said Sanctuary, like Chamber of Secrets. So it was his idea. He's not really a builder, so I was like, well, I got that set. I'll put it together and see what it looks like.
Yeah, there you go.
Nailed it. And my day off.
You were effective on your day off.
Yeah, because I did both those rooms. Yeah, I built the whole set. I started building it Thursday night, I think, after I talked to him, just to crack the seal on the set and get those snakes out and that headpiece. And then
That's generally why we build sets, is to learn what's in them, techniques, all that good stuff. I mean, that's why.
I put it together. Yeah, because it has a modular system in it that is a lot like what I'm doing for this stronghold.
Yeah.
We could, if they wanted to, make even smaller rooms. I don't think they're gonna go that way. They've already like Matt Derby Bricks. He's already asked to do a double wide room. That's what he did with the D&D thing too. He's like, I'm gonna want to do a double wide room. Okay. Nobody followed. I wonder, did anyone follow my pattern to the T? Put a template together. I mean, it was great. 11 different people collabed, and we could do the same thing with this size, but I just don't know.
Oh, for when you did the D&D collab, yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, that was good.
It was fun, but like, I wonder. Like, everyone did something a little different, which is cool, but it's like, it's a collab. You have to like fit the frame.
Oh, you mean everybody wanted to do different?
Troy's was too short, and we had to build onto it. Bricklock build the top half.
Yeah, I mean, that, I guess that is the key about
Iceberg built an ice room. I'm like, it should be a dungeon. And he had like a separate little castle thing with the dragon head coming out. I was like, that is not what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's
and,
got like his own environment.
yeah, I mean, and that's kind of like, when you like when they do the minifig habitats and all that stuff. There's like generally a kind of a setup, or even like I think like Stuart would even say like with the Fallout too is like it's one of those things where you just you make sure everybody's kind of always on the same page. Everybody knows where they're at, and the organizer knows where everybody's at in terms of finishing on time and all that stuff. So it's all I'm sure it's all to the right size. Because like I think like Stuart had said that the biggest problem he had was the fact he just didn't know, never really kind of knew who was going to be truly ready until to base modules to fit them together. Luckily with the D&D it was supposed to all be the same size, whereas like I think with the Fallout I think he had different size rooms and stuff, many different size rooms.
Wow, yeah, you got to come up with a pattern.
So.
It looks good, if you want to coordinate that kind of like coordination. Yeah. For this new stronghold thing I'm doing, I mean, this is just the beginning. This is just the prototype number 1 rooms for me to have Michael and Matt build their own stuff and bring them over and
test it out. I mean, it's actually probably the best. Most things that people probably should do is test it first to see how feasible it is to do. How easy it will be to get multiple people to do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't build digitally, so it's not like I could send digital plans like here's the instructions. So
I don't do as much as I used
follow
to.
the instructions,
Yeah. I don't do it like I used to, and I pretty much only ever really used Digital Designer. Never got into the studio, so that's why I'll hunt on my pen drives and stuff. Where's my old copies of Digital Designer as I change computer hard drives? So, well, have a good evening, sir.
Yeah, you too.
We'll see you when we see you. Later. Just going to use all these different parts. I actually have a bunch of these glow-in-the-dark ones, too. Glow-in-the-dark little, like, things. I'll put some of those in here, too, so it glows in the dark. So I'm just kind of building shrubbery. I mean, this is kind of a twofold type thing. I'm kind of hoping I can use this for... I generally throw these up, and the portal's now on the way, but actually, you know what? The portal is kind of like, actually, let's do this. So I just have all this shrubbery here. It's just basically, it's just the limb pieces, just with stuff on it. And so right now I'm just going to kind of add some of these glow-in-the-dark, what do they call these things? It's a mini hat. Kind of, you think of it as like maybe the top of like a tassel on a corn cob. I'll just throw some of these on here. What's funny is I see it more in my storage now, and it'll probably show up when I go to Green Bay next week. Is it's in like a hall, it's in like a dance hall type kind of thing, or exhibition hall. So when the lights go out, when we turn out at night, all these things are going to have like a glow. They're going to be like glowing, and so that might be kind of cool from the standpoint that the whole like the disco has. The bandstand on the disco has glow-in-the-dark plates across the front of it. And so every time I turn off my lights at my storage, those things all glow. So I'm just going to kind of play with this and see. But these might be twofold. Obviously, like we said, we're doing the Brothers Brick contest, the Heroes of Fur and Feathers. So I'm kind of doing that one. So some of this might work into that. Actually, this and these, I might figure out how to make that work. So we'll have to look and see for that. I'm gonna have to take it out to storage and play with that and see, because just don't have enough room here to do all this stuff. I probably need to think about because I have Friday off next week for that show for setup. So Thursday night, the goal is to probably have it all loaded up, hopefully, in the van. Just because of my sore ankle or my sore heel, I don't, I'm thinking that had a lot to do with probably my problem is that Chicago, even though, like I said, my load at storage was not very bad, it's still moving, 14 boxes around. And so that's kind of, that's probably, and like I said, it took me so long to get loaded and I procrastinated that I didn't get to Chicago as fast as I normally do. Usually I get down there at a good time during the day or in the morning. And so, I parked a little bit closer. So I was parked a ways out and, it was multiple loads. Might not have helped to put my particle board on top of my head and walk, forcing me. I think I walked too fast, I think is what I might have did. I just walking too quickly around, maybe too long of strides or something. I don't even know, but the doctor was kind of saying it almost seemed like arthritic. And I'm like, wow, really one weekend? And I've gone to Brickworld I've been every year since 2012. And you're going to tell me now that suddenly it's caused arthritis? Crap. I walked more when I worked for Lego because I was on my feet all day there. I was not going to get arthritis anywhere. It would have been at Lego, It was concrete for the year and a half. And then it did have really, really, really thin padding at Park Meadows. But, it's all hard on your feet. But that was, on my feet all day, except for my lunch break of a half an hour, you're on your feet the whole day. So I don't know. I still enjoy Chicago. You're not going to get me away from it, I have to figure out how to have a scooter or a Segway or something in there to kind of move around. I don't know. It's just, I'm using my foot things here on my feet. Might have to go back to my little, my Home Medics thing. It's got heat. It's a foot massager. It's got heat. Like I said, I was icing it up and I don't think the ice really helped. I think now how much better the heat makes it feel almost. I'm wondering if I was doing it wrong all those days. But yeah, so we probably won't go much longer. We'll probably go 3.5 hours this week just because of the holiday, everybody doing stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see here with this glow in the dark stuff. But yeah, hopefully, if you missed early on, I talked about boat, kind of went through some of the boat hulls. Hopefully next year we'll get some more people in the boat races. And hopefully I'm going to get more people that are interested in doing this rainbow portal thing. I'm hoping, I need to figure out what to do. I don't really want to make too many changes to Hope Castle. Hope Castle is going to Brick Days is the goal. And so it's not going to get any massive changes before that because I think it's good enough for that. It's good enough for pretty much anything right now, except for Chicago, because it would need changes. But I think the portals will need a new castle, or maybe since they wants to go high, some kind of a mountain or something, maybe Portal Mountain or something. Maybe there's Portal Fortress this year. Maybe it'll be Portal Castle next year. Probably going to get rid of all my specialized ones. So the fire, the earth, the wind, and the water will be gone, and they will all be, it'll probably just be some kind of a translucent, either purple or maybe, Jesse did an orange one. So maybe depending on what I do, I might try to do that. Maybe get some different translucent coloring, maybe some blue, some orange, some red, maybe some yellow, and just kind of pick different areas. And then that way it's easier to figure out where people are coming from. Maybe at Chicago, if I have like a trans yellow one and it's got a trans yellow matching one across the hall, then you can kind of, then you know exactly kind of, we'll see. I thought it worked pretty good this year, but maybe as we get closer next year, I can maybe have people already kind of have an idea. And then maybe if the map comes out early enough, I could print something ahead of time with the map in terms of where to kind of look. Maybe not give it totally away, but like an area, like, oh yeah, this the yellow portal is in area 42 or something, and the junction is in area 52 or something, and just see. It'd be kind of cool. I enjoy it. I mean, I think it did. It was kind of nice. I'd show up. It's on the Beyond the Brick channel, so I mean, definitely go find the walkthrough video. It shows the portals and the badgers at one point in the train layout for Whistler, and then definitely look and check it out for the when it gets to Hope Castle too. So these guys need some more stuff on here. These guys are pretty weak here. That one's got that. Needs these. So yeah, I think that's kind of it. Next week will be probably a short episode, and then we'll play D&D. And like I said, I'll be in person. I'll be up in Green Bay at a show, but the goal will be still to try to play D&D and do it all. Like I said, hopefully might be able to get Wagner to kind of show up in person, perhaps. For the show, we'll see. It might not happen. Might not. Don't hold your breath. You never know. Just kind of like a suggestion Scott had made. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of next week. And taking the full castle, we'll be seeing Butt Chop on the way up, dropping off the Eagle Spire at his place. Just with the size of my layout for this show, for Bay Beach, I won't be able to do the Eagle Spire. Just kind of too much. The Hope Castle now is a major undertaking with all the landscaping. So I just the Eagle Spire, it would be behind the tower, so it really wouldn't make sense to do it here. Obviously I'll tell Chop that if Ralph wants it for Nebraska Brick Days, I mean I just would maybe I would have to come back and get it, but then he would have a chance to tweak it, which is always nice. You get a chance to kind of tweak your MOCs a little bit, change it up if you want. It transported well to Colorado. So to do it again. So I think I'm done with. Oh, actually, no, I don't have all these over here done, but I think I'm going to wait those for another night. I don't think I'm going to do those tonight. So I got a fair amount done. It's just kind of like I said, I have all my white stuff here. I still have a few of these, probably enough to do these guys here. And they're kind of in these things, which I kind of was hoping would maybe kind of look like kind of like a man-eating plant of sorts, but just I guess what I need to do is probably if I put like a figure in here in the middle, maybe that would give more of the look. This guy's falling apart, so so we'll have to see about that kind of. Just kind of build, have fun, see what you can do. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. You just build. I mean, like I said, I still I have to build boats for next year, or build a boat. I gotta have maybe at least. Oh crap! I got all these too. I got a whole other bag of stuff. I need to see if I got another bag. To see if that unplugged, no, didn't it? Dang it. So probably need another big bag, and I don't know if I have a big bag around here. Generally do. I'll need another one for these guys because these guys don't have the. I guess it really wouldn't matter. They're all going to be kind of in there. That's where those things are. I need to look at those. So I might have to go out to my storage tomorrow and do some playing. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully everybody will have a good weekend. We will see everybody next week. Invites will probably go out early in the week, just because, like I said, I'll be up there. And that way, if I'm running late getting out of the hall, I don't have to worry about it. So, let's see here. What are we going to play for an exit? Let's play regular ending.